Welcome to the overview on how to use the VoIP Power Dialer. This is a general information tutorial, and specific information such as how to import a list or how to call your list will be covered in specific tutorials. We want you to have a general understanding of how to use this product to its fullest. There are three parts of the dialer. The first part of the software is the phone list manager. This is where you will go to import your phone list and scrub your list against a do not call list. When you open the phone list manager, there are three tabs at the top. The first tab is the View Dialing List tab. The second tab is the Import a New List tab. And the final tab is the Agent Settings tab. Let's look at the View Dialing List tab now. When the phone list manager is open, it will open automatically to the View Dialing List tab. This tab has three major parts. The first part is along the left side of the window, and this section is called the List window. This window displays all the phone lists that have been imported, and at the bottom has the button to delete a phone list or the Do Not Call List button so that these lists can be used for telemarketing purposes. The next part of the tab is here at the top. This is the Active Dialing List. This is the list that is being dialed, or will be dialed once you start dialing. Bottom part of the window is called the bullpen. This area shows a list, but not the list that is being dialed. You might use this area in order to look at the contents of a list. If you wanted to make the list at the bottom the list that is going to be dialed, click the big arrow here. If you need help importing and dialing a phone list, watch the tutorial on how to import a phone list to the dialer. Let's go to the Import a New List tab now. This is the tab where your list will be imported. At the bottom of the window are three buttons: Build CSV Files, Append to Customer Communicator, and the Append to Dialing List button. Click the Build CSV Files button to export the list that is showing in the window to a CSV file. The Append to Dialing List button is used to import more than a single file into a phone list. Information on how to import more than one file to a phone list will be covered in a separate tutorial. The Append to Customer Communicator button allows a list to be imported into the Customer Communicator program. Click the Agent Settings tab at the top. The Data Manager does not contain many settings, but the ones we have are located here. There are four sections of this tab. The top section is the Edit Script section. The user can create scripts to use while dialing out. To edit Script 1, click the Edit Script 1 button. A Windows Notepad window will open with some default information loaded in it. Just place your mouse inside of the window and begin entering your information. When you are finished, click the File button at the top, then Save. You can use up to 4 different scripts. The second part of this tab is the Agent section. If you are only using one dialer, you will leave this set to 1 at all times. This is the setting telling the dialer how many different people will be dialing from a central list. If there will be 4 different people using the same list, it should be set for 4. Make sure to click the Update Save button after changing the Agent button. The next part of this tab is called the User Field Names. This is where the user can change the user 1 through 10 fields that will appear on the dialer. If you need a custom field on the Contact Manager, use these user fields here. Place your mouse inside of the User 1 field and highlight your label. Begin typing a name for this field. Keep the name less than 10 characters and do not use any spaces or punctuation marks in the name. Make sure to click the Update Save button after changing the button. The last part of this tab is the Call Result button. Just like the user field names, you can customize up to 4 different call results. Simply highlight one of the existing call results and type in the new name for the call result. When you are finished, click the Update and Save button at the bottom. This concludes the overview of the VoIP Power Dialer.